It is Saturday, the week has ended, and we have all of the latest data with AMC regarding price action and regarding what we were expecting to see on options. Because if you joined us yesterday in our live stream, we spoke about the fact at $23 we'd have had quite a lot of options in the money, and I want to go over that and a few other topics in the video. So make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already done that. But remember, as always, this is not financial advice. It is only my personal opinion and the opinions of others. We are going to dive in and we're going to look at what we are seeing. So what we have over here is the price of AMC into after hours, and the price came down to $22.95. Now coming towards the end of day, depending on where you were, you may have got a slightly different result. But we had the end of the day looking to be about $22.99, which is really close to, of course, that $23 mark, but is still potentially rendering those calls out of the money, meaning that a lot of people, especially retail investors, will have lost money for calls at that price. So I want to speak about this and mention some of the info that we have found from some really good Reddit DD. So we're going to be having a look at that and some other stuff as we do go through the video, and we're going to start off by this tweet over here. Now this one was reposted by user Dead Eyes I believe it is, and they have posted this talking about what we've been seeing. It says, at Gary Gensler, do your job or resign and let somebody do it for you. How can the stock close at 23.11 and then 15 minutes later be adjusted to conveniently show 22.99 so that the $23 calls are suddenly out of the money? Again, this is something that we've been noticing for a while, especially when it comes to options. And I always say, especially as I have been doing with the live streams recently, if you're looking to buy into options, you have to be very, very cautious. If I was looking to buy options, I personally wouldn't. I would buy the underlying shares. I think that is a better way to go about it. But even if you are looking to buy options, just be careful, because yes, your options, even if they seem reasonable, like these $23 ones did seem, they can still be pushed out of the money. So be careful if you're looking to buy in the future. Now, a follow-up point has been made by this user here, speaking about the SEC. It's by user PBOGME, posted 5 hours ago on AMC on Reddit. So the SEC is not there to enforce a law, but it's there to keep the entire system from collapsing. Direct registration of shares is the way. We'll have a read of what this individual has posted, and it says, I have been following AMC and GameStop saga since about November 2020. The pure speculation based on events I have witnessed. They know the colossal scope of the naked short positions. They know the media in titles are helping these short sellers manipulate the market. Gary Gensler knows every single illegal naked short seller and could put them behind bars right now if he wanted. So what has the SEC done? They prevented whales from forcing the squeeze. Michael Burry was subpoenaed by SEC over GameStop. He was likely forced to exit his position shortly before the January FOMO. They have allowed naked short selling and media manipulation to continue in order to suppress the price. This user goes on to say, the only thing that they can put an end to this is direct registration of your shares. In Superstonk subreddit, this has already been known for some time. If it does, it does a couple of important things. The first one is said to be those shares are completely out of slimy hands of the DTCC, the same DTCC that is mingling with Citadel and Co. Once the float is locked, it gives us irrefutable evidence that naked short positions exist and they can take legal action. Remember, they already have $1 billion in cash laying around. So it also makes the SEC look complicit. Now, say what you will about this. It is, of course, opinion-based, as I did mention, but I think there is some good stuff in there, and I think it was something that I did want to bring you guys to your attention, because, yeah, there is some truth in that. I do believe some of this could be very true, in the sense that it is possible that they knew about some of this data. A lot of it is unhideable anymore, so if we as retail investors in our houses and places where we do this research can find out, why can a big organization have so much difficulty? It just doesn't make sense, in my opinion. Now, this user called FTheMan14 posted this one on Reddit 14 hours ago. It says it's over, and it's been over. Now, it sounds like a bearish post, but I do not believe it is. So, I don't understand why anybody freaks out about anything at this point. The squeeze is inevitable. It's over. It's been over for months. It's now in the hands of the FBI, Department of Justice, DTCCC, SEC, etc., and the big hedgy brokers. Why would they have all these players in one security unless they already know what's going to happen? They have been insulating themselves and the market the best that they can for months now in preparation for the 10D exchange. Small and medium hedges will be scorched, big banks will get financial assistance, aka a bailout, but I do believe one big player will be erased from the public perception. My guess is BOA, and of course that is the guess of this user, and they have said there is no way this is going to happen. So stuff is out of control, just relax, be prepared, and have a plan for the cash ahead of time so that you don't get overly greedy. They will not allow this to run to 500k to million numbers and pay it all out. You know what number you have in your head and basically be aware. Now, completely agree with a lot of this stuff. A lot of people are investigating this. Why is that? Are they just maintaining it to kind of kick the can down the road, wait for this one, or at least secure up the markets as best as they can? Definitely possible, and it really is something worth thinking about too. Again, another piece of info that was worth bringing to your information, because this one is over in my opinion. We already know we're on the winning edge of this, and it doesn't matter what the media says, it doesn't matter what comes out. We basically have control over this company in the sense that if it is owned 80 to 90% by retail, what happens then? Yes, of course, if fake shares are out there, then the numbers are going to be different, but it just proves even more that fake shares are likely, because if we own 80 to 90% and the price action can still move in this way, doesn't that show something dodgy is going on behind the scenes? Now, when the MOAS does happen, nobody knows when that day will be, but one thing that we do know is going to be a really big exchange of finances. So yeah, they do kind of need to shore up the system as best as they can. And as I said in our live stream yesterday, these big moves aren't going to happen immediately. We've been saying this for a year, but just guess what, guys? If we do get the MOAS, even if it's a MOAS to 500, 1,000, 10,000, I know some people think that's a conservative estimate, but even if we do, that's still going to be life-changing money for a lot of people, and it's still going to be equal to billions that they will have to pay out. So yeah, they are going to try kick this one down the road and probably try and find a solution. Now, it's highly unlikely that they will be able to find a solution, but they are going to try. Anyway, another one from Orwell's warning 14 hours ago on r/AMC. It's talking about the options gamma ramp for the 21st of this month. And if we do have a look at what these figures are, we can see pretty big numbers. And I did speak about this in an earlier video just a few days ago. And a few commenters have dropped some really interesting opinions as well as this. We can see this individual has said Einstein's theory of insanity is doing the same thing over again and expecting different results. However, we have this user down here who says, which begs the question, are the market makers insane for continuing to push the can down the road, or are we insane for expecting them to close their positions? And I do believe there is a lot to be said for that. It's highly likely that apes are going to continue to hold no matter what, so in that instance, why do they keep doing the same tactics and keep thinking that they are going to have a different result? Because we are not going to sell. If anything, people are just buying more and more every single week, and the price action that we are seeing, it just makes people more motivated to buy it. Because at these current prices, it's very, very cheap to pick up AMC shares. Those who wanted to pick up shares at $70, at $50, at $40, they're going to be having a great time now, being able to pick up significantly more shares. And as I have said before, I have known people who said that once this price does potentially drop down to 20 again, maybe to 19, possibly 15, if that happens, they're going to be doing things like mortgaging their houses, selling their cars to buy AMC shares. Now, do I recommend that? Absolutely not. I say take a reasonable risk. Be appropriate with your risk. Only risk what you're willing to lose, and I think going all in with AMC is high risk. Of course, I am not a professional and I am not a financial advisor, so come to your own conclusions and follow your own strategy, but just be careful out there, guys. But yeah, the data is still looking good in our shoes. So thank you for watching. See you again, guys. Goodbye. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen, you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously, it is split into multiple sections. Basically, at the top, we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further, we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs, and other hot stocks, including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well. And we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down, you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes, and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.